we're getting reaction to Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth's order to senior Pentagon leadership to cut top military leadership positions. Hegseth sent the memo to the leadership today. Our Maggie Bryan is joining me now in studio. And Maggie, you spoke with some high-ranking retired officers.
That's right, Diane, and both of them say these cuts are not necessarily surprising given the Trump administration's actions to cut government across the board. Now, the memo directs the Pentagon to cut the number of four-star generals and admirals by at least 20%. In the memo, Hegseth wrote the cuts are an effort to, quote, remove redundant force structure and streamline leadership. The memo also directs the Pentagon to cut the number of general officers in the National Guard by 20%, plus cut the total number of general and flag officers across the military by 10%. Right now, there are about 800 general officers across the military. Only 44 of those are four-star generals or flag officers. Retired Rear Admiral Hank Bond tells me over the years, there have been several cuts to military leadership, which he says is always a risk to some extent.
When it comes to reducing at senior levels, there is a concern, but I think it's just a risk management concern that you would have in any business. This is nothing new. There's contractions and expansions, and this is a competitive space. And so we just do the best we can.
I also spoke with retired Air Force Brigadier General Kerry Chun about his reaction. He says reorganizing the upper echelons of leadership could impact military readiness.
To cut this amount from the senior ranks of the military, I think will impact military readiness, because dictating these cuts will force the services to reorganize, and doing so will impact current readiness states.
General Chun says he believes limiting the number of positions that young officers can strive to achieve one day could impact their morale as well. As of 2023, there were 37 four-star generals and admirals across the entire military. Defense Secretary Hegseth has argued before, including during his confirmation hearing, that there are too many senior generals in the military. He also directed the firing of the Joint Chiefs of Staff for the U.S. Air Force, General C.Q. Brown Jr., back in February. In studio, I'm Maggie Bryan, News 5.